you out there with the job and attitude, I need you to cut it. I need you to cut it right now.
Have you never had an attitude at work, LaTasha?
I have, and this is a dragging for me as well, because sometimes... cut it out. Everybody just cut it out. Fuck having an attitude at work and taking it out on the people that are investing their time, money, and excitement. They want to have a good time, or they need help, or they're looking for information. It's not their fault that you're shitty and trash. So fuck that. JustLatasha, welcome back to my channel, and today I have something so special because I'm joined with the cast of the Instagram live show and now on YouTube, the Black Boy Joy Show. Woo! Super exciting. I got Mouse
on Facebook Live, so you know we don't want to miss.
Damn, platforms.
We don't
levels to the platforms.
We don't want to alienate. We don't want to alienate our audience.
Get the aunties with the box wine to tune in to Black Boy Joy right now. We got Mouse Jones, Jameer, and Marcus here. I'm so happy to have you guys.
Yes.
And the first question I want to ask you, because I do follow the show and I do watch when I can, you guys made it very important to ask, how are you? And you guys wanted that to be real. So I'm asking you guys in a very real and genuine way. Not the passing by, I'm fine, everything's good. How are you?
Start
with you, Jameer.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know what you're starting with. I'm in a good place in my life. I think now is the time of opportunity and me just going for it, and you know, things are coming together. Family relationships are good, just moving as far as my career. I get to do this every week, and it's honestly, when we get together, it's very comforting. It's therapeutic. So
nice little therapy session. How are you, Marcus?
Listen, I'm great, and not just I'm good, you know, this and that, like you said, but I'm doing good. I finally feel like, you know, we're on to something great. Like you said, I look very forward to linking up with these guys every week. My personal life is going well. My career is going well. Like, everything is going good. Like, I'm really
personal
excited.
Life going well. Hello.
I mean, everything.
Hello.
I don't have it.
Hello. Yes, bitch.
Look at that smile. Them DMs is lit.
that's a good man. You seen this apartment? That's a good man right here.
Good man.
You're doing well.
Mouse, how are you? How are you?
I said this last week, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm spread thin in every, you know, which way. I don't think I'm doing bad, but you know, I don't know if I say I'm doing good or I'm doing well. That would just be speaking towards like my career goals. I don't think I've actually said it. Sat down and like checked. Yo, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? And I'm kind of scared. If I do, I might uncover some things. So
please, would you mind expanding on that and what that means? I think it's super important for creative people to be honest about when they feel a little unsettled or their foundation might be a little, you know, they're figuring it out.
Right. I'm the type where, like, as long as there's no fire, I'm all right. You know, like, the walls might be moldy and the pipes might be rusty, but as long as there's no immediate fire, I'm good.
I really wanted to find out from you all what inspired you to start the Black Boy Joy, because I think it's a very poignant show, necessary show, timely show, and I'm so happy that the three of you have come together to get this going.
So, like, the funny story behind that is me and Jameer, we wanted to do a show for like a year, I think it was. Like, after we met, we were just like, yo, this is my brother, let's do a show. We shot a pilot, and then another show came out with a lot more famous people, and we were like, you know what, we can't do the format of our show anymore. And then, like, by chance, literally by chance, we all get booked to do Essence Live. Like,
all three of us.
Yeah, all three of us together. Now, me and Jameer didn't know we was gonna be on it, and then we met Marcus there, and then just our chemistry on that set, we left that day like bullying the producers, like, y'all need to give us a show.
It was a real organic moment.
Yeah.
Like when we all got in the room together, We all bounced off of each other. Like, the conversation was endless. The producers were laughing. Like, it was just super organic. I couldn't have planned it. This is some shit like that you can't even write. We was up here with one camera and our phones and shit. And, like,
I was there for that episode.
Yeah.
The very first episode.
We thank you, sister.
We thank you for the support.
I'm always supporting. I gotta always support my people, especially black
for?
men. You mean choose?
Who you rooting for? Everybody black. That was the part where you were supposed to.
yeah.
It was a little Issa Rae moment.
I missed it. Fuck. Sorry.
didn't see the end.
Nope, I didn't see it. I saw the clip.
Pop culture moment.
All
I
right.
missed it. I failed. So obviously mental health is something that's a huge topic for the three of you to discuss on this show. Do you guys currently battle any mental health issues, or have you battled them in the past and overcome them?
Sure. We all battle some kind of issue. Young black men in America.
Yeah.
You know, we all
That's
battle
one issue.
That's one issue on itself. But, you know, I think sub issues, you know, just growing up, going through life, you battle, you know, social anxiety. I did until I found an outlet, and it was like talking to people in front of people, and yeah, we made it work. But this shit, it comes and goes. Yeah. It really
So
does.
it still kind of affects you to today. Sometimes you feel it. Sometimes just being in your work.
I'm an only child. I just don't want to be around people. I don't like people. I love
You
people.
can be introverted, yeah.
Yeah, I love people, but I don't like people.
I would have never guessed that by like talking
Right,
to you.
exactly.
Hanging out.
Now you know. Sometimes
I
I'm
like you guys.
These motherfuckers just
to
talking
respond.
too much.
We just talked to this nigga for hours upon hours per the week, and now we
I
know
was like,
he might not have liked us.
Not to get like super serious, but when you say like mental health, I think like, I love that we like try to like talk about it and like bring it like to our like aware, like to the front street or whatever. But I think with black people in general, like we're so not in touch with our mental health and like our feelings. And every time someone says, "Oh, I'm depressed," or "I have anxiety," or "I'm anxious," they say it's some white people shit or this or that. Like, these are real feelings that are colorless.
That's a very important point. What do you think contributes to black mental health not being
Just ignorance and just like people just not accepting the inevitable. You know what I mean? Like, if you're feeling some type of way, it's a name for that. Like when you see a fucking prescription commercial, and they're like, "Oh, fatigue." You know, what the fuck does fatigue mean? I think it means you're tired. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and
Mentally.
like fatigue. So people don't.
I
like,
didn't learn what fatigue meant until NBA 2K.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
This
it's
is-
like
there's a lesson in everything.
God.
yes,
to-
that could be anxious, or you could be having an anxiety attack.
Sure.
Or you could just be having a fucking nervous breakdown.
You know how many times
But
my
it's
mother's
like,
probably had anxiety attack
And
you
didn't
probably
know
witnessed
what it
them.
was.
You know, you ever watch your mother just be like,
Just
sit
go
down for a
ham.
minute,
Yeah.
right? You like, you didn't know what it was, and now you look back and I'm like, Ma, you was having an anxiety attack.
And now it's like, you know, and especially in like rap culture and like black, you know, hip hop culture, taking Xanax and popping pills and doing this and doing that. These are prescribed drugs to handle these mental health issues that people experience and help them deal with.
They be
They're
abusing
And they're not turn up pills.
And they're not a turn up.
You be sleeping in the
pill.
club like, why
You
do I
know?
feel like this?
I'm full of
I'm
zombies.
so
about to
lit.
die. Like,
I'm so lit. I'm drunk right now.
It's
What
like,
you say?
no, you are
I'm
fatigued.
fucking right. You're fatigued. You're fatigued.
You are fatigued.
you're fatigued.
I really wondered about that because obviously I'm a black woman. I pay a lot of attention to black women for their mental health and how they're feeling. I have no idea what it's like to be a black man in this country and how it affects you guys. So what are some of the experiences, or how can you speak to your mental health being in relation to the fact that you are a black man and you have all these pressures or effects coming at you from all different directions?
It's a lot. I mean,
Okay, let's go light to dark.
That's
Color
number
order?
yo,
one.
that was
Color order?
that was heinous. Like that
That's
was
number one.
We're taught to always be resilient. We have to be resilient as black men. As black people, we are taught that we have to be resilient. White people don't have to be resilient. White people start off with a
Fucking granola.
they could be whatever they want because they start off with such an advantage. And I think as black men, along with black women being at the bottom of the barrel in terms of society, we face so much societal ills.
What
But-
about like individually, like maybe your masculinity and what that's supposed to mean, or maybe your sexuality and how that's supposed to look and play out from like your adolescence into your adulthood?
I mean,
Any of those?
That right there might be the key. Honestly, I know everybody goes around and they say, and I know everybody has their agenda, and everybody's like, you know, financial freedom, that's the way out, and we gotta fight these motherfuckers. That's the way out.
Black supremacy.
Yeah. I honestly think that our emotional health and wellness, that's the key to our freedom. Because we're ignorant to it. We have no idea why we internalize hate to or we internalize then project it to others. There's a reason why it's so accepted or so acceptable for a black man to lash out at a woman or lash out at his gay brothers or gay sisters. There's a reason why. That's because they don't have no real grasp of this hate that you're internalizing, because we're at the bottom, that now you gotta feel like you gotta impose your will on somebody else. I think that's the biggest problem with black men, is we're not really comfortable in our space, so we're trying to expand and conquer more than we're really trying to handle what's going on internally.
Speaking of passing the peas, and we did speak briefly about our parents, do you guys feel like you carry any of your parents' emotional trauma?
Yes.
Yeah. How can you not?
No. I don't know. No, I still say no. Like,
I think we all. It's almost like when we were talking about the rewiring episode. It is now on YouTube, so check that out. But like on the rewiring episode where we were just speaking about like some things our parents or our childhood mostly our parents might have instilled in us to survive that time, and it might not really work out now. So I think all of us have some type of thing that they instilled in us to survive that time, which was really derived from just having to survive as a black person in their time.
Like for instance, like my mom was big on trying to please everybody in a sense where she was the one, the glue to hold things together. And I noticed that I was doing a lot of that amongst my own friendships until it became mentally tiring and physically straining.
He ain't never did it to me. That's why I answered damn phone now.
Oh my God.
It's a goddamn lie. But we'll talk about that offline.
Right? That goddamn phone. Ain't trying to hold this friendship together. Still owe me $5.
I don't owe you shit. But you go through a lot of things that your parents take on. I had to ask her, and she was like, I was the same way. She broke down on the side of the road and had to like cry it out. So I can't please everybody. So I learned that, don't bring all that stress to yourself. Like, you can divert those traumas or those things that your parents instill you to kind of learn or take on from birth.
Yeah, I've been kind of having this moment of reflection to where I think we're becoming in an age where like we're humanizing our parents. Like, they're going from resources to people. It's like you kind of think about how they raised you or like how you saw them react to situations, and now we can sort of identify maybe what those actions were.
I think now more than any other generation as well, just because we got more tools at our beckon than they had. So like our parents, I think this generation or maybe the generation before us might be the pioneers of like actually changing up the way we raise our kids.
The generation before us.
Right. Yeah. Because before then, everybody, all right, I had a baby in the 30s, so when I had my baby in the 40s, I'm going to raise him like my parents raised me in the 30s. In the same way, went into that. And now we see
the recipe is
that wasn't working.
That we don't have to eat chitlins no more.
And we have to eat hot Cheetos for breakfast.
Come on.
Why don't we have to eat hot Cheetos for breakfast?
And this is why
we
can't prosper.
I do think, like, it doesn't necessarily, like, I wouldn't say that it's like a mental illness or anything, but it would be a trait. Like, my mom is very, like, strong woman and, like, oh, I don't need you. I can move this couch myself. And I can, you know what I mean? And I do see, as in Jameer's case, like, me trying to maybe take on too much or, like, not wanting to accept people's help for things when I should, or just, like, chill or let somebody else do it. Kind of like passing, I don't want to pass the peas. You know
Except for when it's 1333.
I don't understand that reference.
Yeah, you won't.
Yeah, let's talk some solutions. What are some solutions that you guys have found to help yourselves mentally, and how can black weed?
Okay.
And how can black women help you?
Black women. I think maybe myself more than any of the bunch. I take that one to heart. Like, I think I just look at it from such a standpoint like, y'all done enough. Y'all just gotta sit back, man. It's time for us to make sure we take care of ourselves so we can take care of y'all. Make sure that, I think black women have done so much just from the inception of the black man, just from the inception of time, the American black man. They've done so much, given up so much, that I think they shouldn't have to take the onus or the brunt of how can I help you be a better you. Like nah, like that shouldn't be up to you. It's the time more now more than any other time. It's time for the men to pull up our bootstraps and say, all right, I'm fucked up. How do I fix me and not look for this woman to fix me? And as far as solution, the best thing I found was just kind of like to Jameer's point, just like getting away from everything for a minute, just so you can look yourself in the mirror. Like that, to me, that was the best therapy. Like actually looking myself in the mirror and being like, okay, that's you. So this is what's fucked up, this was fucked up, and this was fucked up. You can't blame this on nobody else. I don't care what happened, you're an adult, you are now accountable for yourself. This is fucked up, this fucked up. So now you have a chance to acknowledge it and then go about changing it.
As far as black women, I just want to continue. I want black women to y'all just gotta be there. Like, just remain in our corner. We remain in y'all corner. Like, it's better to, like Mouse was saying, we just gotta be a community. Y'all don't have to do like everything. You know, like it comes to a point where we have to accept Mouse's favorite word, accountability. And it's our job to hold up our end of the bargain and to be there for y'all. Now I feel like this generation of men, especially the men that I see amongst my friends, we're stronger, we're more mentally stronger, we're more emotionally stronger because we're vulnerable and we deal with our issues head up. And that's big because I feel like men in the past were so closed off and, you know, dealing with all these emotions. And now we have a platform like this where we can tell you exactly how we feel.
So I know you guys have to start shooting Black Boy Joy soon, which is 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, correct?
Yeah,
on all those
on
platforms.
Wednesdays on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. So
And
yep.
you can catch 4 episodes
on YouTube.
What I would like to ask you before you guys start recording your own show is what brings you Black Boy Joy?
This week, what brings me
If you say motherfucking fubbing,
this week, what's actually bringing me Black Boy
33.
Joy is doing Black Boy Joy this week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
we have
really
been together in a little
excited.
while.
And I was looking forward to it this week. Like all of us, it's like brothers. Like I haven't been in the same room with Mouse for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we had a little Tisha Martin moment.
Yeah, you know.
Season 5
He
Martin.
moved out and went to Miami.
I was paying. I was consistent. I was here.
You see that? If he wasn't comfortable with himself, he wouldn't have been able to say he was paying. He just said he was paying.
Bam.
Look at that security.
Your ass is not
I
that
like
fat.
that.
That's a fact.
Are you-
Your ass is not that fat.
Not even going.
But your edges are laid. So
Thank
you're
you to
even.
the God. Yes,
You're
queen.
even.
Yes.
I'm going to let these guys go because they have to start shooting. But make sure you subscribe to my channel at JustLatasha. Follow these guys, Black Boy Joy, and we are going to get out of here.
Peace.
Thank you,
What was
guys.
that?
Black Boy Joy show.
What was that? No, what was that? What was that? This is what we're doing now?
That was Sammy Sosa.
I like it.
I'm
It was
sick of
fun.
your shit.